Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm your host, Lindsey, and this is Jon, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 for the smell, 10 for the taste, 5 for the finish, and a combined 5 for the bottle and look of the juice.
So we got Larceny, B521. You know, that's B as in the second release of the year. 5 is in May. You know, it's almost September when 9's supposed to come out, or the C batch is supposed to come out. But Michigan distribution allows us to get stuff whenever we want. We're still waiting on Maker's Mark FAE 01.
Yeah,
and the second one of that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Never even got that. So we're gonna compare the first batch of the year to the second batch of the year. I don't remember what I rated this one. I liked it, but it was an off batch, kind of like the last Elijah Craig was. It was lower proof, lighter notes. You remember what proof the A121 was?
I think it was 126.
No, it was like 114.
Or was that the lower one, the 118
Yeah.
maybe?
I still liked it, but it was good in the same way that the Elijah Craig barrel proof, the last one was.
Yeah.
It's just a change of pace, but I like my Larceny barrel proof, and I like the dark notes and the chocolatey and nuttiness. And
114.8.
I was close.
You were close. I get the Elijah Craig and that one mixed up because they were both wonky, but
I don't think Larceny has gone over like 123 yet.
yeah.
This one's what, 121?
121 on the nose. So their mash bill is 68% corn, 20% wheat, and 12% malted barley. So obviously a Heaven Hill product that
they pride themselves in high wheat.
Yeah.
They say it's higher than everyone else. Johnny Fitzgerald, real quick, is said to be the tax man.
Cat interruptions.
Yeah.
Their thing. Anyways, John Fitzgerald.
Johnny Fitzgerald was the tax man, I believe he was.
Mm-hmm.
Or the bonded warehouse.
Yeah, he's like the clerk, like
federal guy.
He oversaw them all.
It said that he used to search out the best barrels, and you can tell which ones were his because they would be more empty and marked or not as dusty. There was always something. I don't know how much truth there is to that story, but it's pretty cool.
It's interesting. It's why the Larceny went with the keyhole and the keys and that kind of design.
We have videos in the past that went deeper into that story. And this juice is the same as like the old Fitz. But it's the same mash bill, same kind of stuff, but they more select barrels for that. The better ones and the age and the bottled and bond and all that. This is pretty much a barrel proof version of that. That one's only 8 years. This is 6 to 8.
All right, so we starting with
Let's start with the new one.
You know, start with the new one?
Yeah, let's start with B.
Okay.
I'm excited. Only 4 months overdue for us.
Yeah, you know. Okay. That's got a little bit of a zang on it. It has
nice
a
wood.
really nice oak to it. Very subtle, sweet.
Got that normal Larceny woody nuttiness. Get a little chocolate and
this reminds me of like a Brazil nut, like the sweeter ones, or a cashew.
I can agree with Brazil nut.
It reminds me, like, my grandma always puts out a thing of mixed nuts, you know, any get together. She always has it. And like when you crack open a can of nuts or open it and you get like that sweet nutty aroma, that's what I smell on
There's
that.
something in Brazil nuts that make them a little toxic. They're my favorite nut too. And I bought a bag. I'm like, man, I don't feel right. My ears are ringing and stuff didn't taste right. And that's when I found out they're slightly toxic.
John used to eat them. We all did. We would get yogurt covered raisins or like chocolate covered raisins, and we would mix them in with Brazil nuts because John and I really like them. And Then one morning, John had a few too many of them and got a little sick. So we learned our lesson.
So this
in case
has
you're
like
wondering.
Larceny seems to have like a chocolate note. It always reminds me of candy bar when I'm sipping it and knowing what it is. But blind, I don't ever seem to get that. I don't know why.
I feel like it's like a dark chocolate, like
smells very good.
Lind, or like a higher quality dark chocolate. It's
they have some
nice
similarities, but this one,
I haven't smelled that one.
That one, I didn't get that on the blind note either, but it smells like coconut to me. Toasted coconut.
Those marshmallows that we have. I just got our girls jet puffed marshmallows that are covered in toasted coconut, and that's what this smells like.
I don't really get the marshmallow.
I don't know about marshmallow, but that toasted coconut sweetness. I still get a little bit of oak.
Do I have crap all over my shirt? I didn't even look.
No.
Crap in my beard?
No.
It's just lighter.
The oak is still there. I don't get maybe a little bit of nuttiness from it, but not as potent as this one. It's very sweet and very toasty to me.
This reminds me of the donuts, like the nutty donuts. I don't know.
Oh, the coconut ones?
No.
Or the nutty, I don't know. My grandma calls them nutty donuts because they're
those.
like a glazed donut that they
have nuts and like sugar clumps.
Slop in.
Kind of smells like that.
Crushed peanuts.
All right, let's go on the taste on the newest Larceny batch.
Bear with me. You guys know I can't handle high proof stuff.
First sip of the day, too.
I haven't had anything to drink today.
Oh, I get some like candy in those too.
Ooh.
It's got like gummy rings. I don't know what flavor. Like green apple, maybe. Like the green apple on top and they got the white on the bottom. I don't know what those are.
They're green apple rings.
What brand? You were the expert.
The 2 for $1 at the gas station.
Are those the Wathers or Wathers or something like that?
I know Trolley makes some.
No, the one I'm thinking of is the dollar store.
Yeah, it's the ones in little red and clear packages. That's got some nice heat to it. Gave me a nice little hug all the way down. In all the best ways though. That oak is very predominant, but it's also very sweet and a little spicy, like baking spicy.
Yeah, that's got some spices in it, which is surprising for a weeder.
But I still
Larceny always gives me a little spice.
Now I have like a buttery nut, like a pecan or a hazelnut, like the darker roastier nut.
So the wood on this is the strongest I think I've remembered on a Larceny barrel proof.
This is very Elijah-esque to me.
I get like a coffee type of bitter note.
I don't get bitter. Maybe I get that with the nut that I'm getting, like the
hazelnut.
I maybe like that, like the skinned ones. That's interesting. It's
got that nice briny, untouched feel to it. That's a really good batch. It's not super sweet, which surprises me. That's probably the least sweetest Larceny.
Yeah, that's more subtle and very
more oaky
and savory.
Probably more balanced than any other batch. I've been drinking the A121. I still have a bottle of that one I've been drinking on the past few days, and the one thing I loved about that one, but I'm realizing I never realized before, the finish on it was super thin and short. Oh. I don't know why. This one hangs around longer than that. I'm enjoying it. I just wish it was a little sweeter.
So this one has almost a honey-esque quality to it for me. Definitely much sweeter. I get a very subtle peanut note. Again, it's kind of hindered for me on this one. I don't know why. Oak is not as prominent. It's there, but it's not as punchy. And I get like a cherry, like a dark, deep, fruity cherry.
I can see that.
In it. Very, very there. I don't know. That's the one I'm getting on the finish. Pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're you can't even tell they're the same distillate.
Yeah.
I love how much the batches range. Heaven Hill always seems to be very consistent, but Elijah Craig and Larceny lately have not. It's been interesting.
And I think that's kind of the fun part of it is it's one thing if we're going to go out and spend the money on it. Unless it's something we really enjoy, we usually don't buy a bottle more than 2 or 3 times. Like it's one of those things that we just don't. We try it and we go for it, but
we'll pick up a bottle of every batch, but no more. Same with Elijah Craig. I mean, I haven't been buying more than one bottle.
But it takes you a while to go through them, and on top of it,
how much crap is open.
But it's so bizarre to me, and it's very, very appealing in my aspect because something like barrel proof, Jon can enjoy and sip on all night and be fine, whereas I'm going to take these couple sips and I'm probably going to be a little loopy by the end of this video because I'm not used to this proof. But then it's nice because you get stuff like the 114 or you get the Elijah Craig, the B batch, and that one, for him, it's not as great, and people are harshing on it and they're saying terrible things about it because it's not as proofy.
It's been very mixed.
Yeah.
I like it. I just like the different aspect to it. It's not my favorite, probably one of my least favorites, but I still really love it.
I mean, yeah, it's great, but it's nice because, like I said
I'm
before,
curious
I can enjoy them.
I want to know what I'm going to rate it. I'm not really sure. This one I think is going to open up more. I wonder if that sweetness is going to ramp up with some
I don't know. They usually do.
Now I'm getting candy cinnamon, like Red Hots.
Hot tamales.
Yeah,
it sounds like tamales. I just opened a box of hot tamales. Red Hots are like the little...
Oh, no, I meant tamales.
The little circle hard candies. Okay, so overall, what are you saying?
By far the better batch of the year.
I'm going to say, even though this is definitely higher proof, not by much, but that's 7.
You lose wood character when it's down that low.
Yeah. And it's amazing because it's really not that much of a difference. I mean, this is 114, this is 121.
It could be stored in different areas of the rick house.
Yeah.
Higher, lower. Who knows what they do with their batches. One thing I'm not happy about is I saw this on the shelf and I grabbed it immediately. Forgot my wallet, ran out to the car. Put my card in. He was like, okay, you want your receipt? Sure. I looked down, $63 after tax. The price up here went up $10, so it's $59.99. Still a decent deal. It's not going to stop me from buying this one.
Yeah. It's just kind of crappy because Elijah Craig Barrel Proof went up this year, so did now Larceny Barrel Proof. And I get it, but...
And so did Old Ezra 7.
Yeah.
That went up $10 to $60 also, and
so
I stopped buying that one.
Yeah.
But you see it on the shelf more, so maybe you can get every batch now.
Yeah.
Let us know if you ever see any Larceny Barrel Proof. Seems to be hit or miss depending on your locations.
I know.
We only seem to find it at Megabev.
Yeah.
The big chains are getting most of it.
And we never seem to get the C batches, but some people never get the A batches.
C batches is always the hardest for Elijah Craig for us.
Yeah.
And we never got the Larceny last year.
I don't think we've ever had our own bottle of either of them.
I've had
I think you had the C batch
919, I think.
But
yeah.
Man.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because of holidays.
Who knows? Good old Michigan. That's all we chalk it up to. They've got great distribution. Maybe we just spent
too much money and stopped going to the liquor store around that time.
Maybe. I do spend a lot on Christmas. Sorry.
Well, your thoughts same with me?
I mean, you guys know I'm not a high proof gal, but if I have to choose, if Jon put these in front of me, I think I would pick this one. And I am excited to see how it opens up because it's very nice as it is and very sippable. But I agree with you. I think it's going to... That oxidization is going to give it a little...
Shush. Oxidation.
That. I told you guys. I'm
you
sorry.
Didn't have that much.
I think the oxidization... I'm not going to say that word. Is going to do it some good and get it a little more sweet. And then it might be even in my realm of things to enjoy. We'll see. Might be fighting you for the bottle. But anything else you'd like to add, good sir? Stop looking at me like that. There you have it, guys. Larceny A and B.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.